Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today I'm updating my journals again, starting with this spread for my reading journal. Actually, most of the spreads this time are for my reading journal. This one I've been wanting to do for a long time though. It's an all green spread. The reason I really specifically wanted to do this is because I've been hanging on to this Hello Kitty memo that I found for the longest time. I just wanted to use it in an all green spread, and I guess I was like, okay, this week is the week. I'm also using some really cute Keroppi memos. One of them has a lot of lines and the other one is shaped like a leaf. It is so cute. And I also like that it has some blue in it because as much as I wanted to do like a monochrome spread, I do feel like obviously it needs other colors for balance, but also the Hello Kitty memo has a lot of colors going on because all of her friends and her sister, they're all different colors. So now I'm adding photos from, or I guess I should say art, they're not photos. These are from the manga I read called Love on Trial. The cover actually has this art on the front of it, but I found this, I don't know what this is, like some sort of random announcement, I guess, about it. Maybe it's like a sale or something was happening. And it was the images on the cover, but kind of a nicer quality. And so I decided to use them instead of adding the cover. And I zoomed in here because I wanted you to see this art that was in the manga. The male lead, he's holding a manga, and that manga that he's holding is the manga I read. Isn't that so cute? So that's another reason why I wanted to include the individual photos, because you can really tell that like he's reading the manga that I read. I just thought that was so cute. So this manga is about this guy works at kind of like a convenience store sort of place, I guess, and he has a customer who keeps coming in, and one day the customer just confesses and he's like, yeah, like I like you. And the guy that works at the store is kind of like, okay, well, let's just do a trial relationship then and see how it turns out. And I think that's kind of funny because isn't a trial relationship literally just dating? Like, isn't that what dating is for? Getting to know someone, trialing like how you would be in an actual relationship. I don't know. Maybe it's like a cultural difference. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. The point is that it was so nice and wholesome. A lot of times when I read mangas like this, I do end up forgetting the plot of them a little bit, but I don't even mind because I think it's nice to have like a palate cleanser. You know, like it's nice to have an escape from the real world, right? Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I have been trying to organize all of my stuff on Canva. Like I've been renaming everything so that way I can search it. So like, for example, all I had to do was search Keroppi and all of my Keroppi stuff is together now. I don't know why I didn't do this before. Also, did you see that kind of magical change? Yeah, I switched some things around a little bit in this spread. I just had to like adjust a few things. I kind of made some stuff smaller so that it would fit better, which is disappointing. I also flipped the like the Keroppi, the leaf shaped one. I put the blue part on the bottom and the green part on the top. I don't know why, it just kind of, it fit better in there like that. Sometimes when I'm like a little indecisive, or if I think something looks wrong, or like maybe I've like made part of the spread and then gone to sleep and then I'm waking up the next morning and I'm like, something looks a little off. Sometimes I will just fuss with it, not screen recording, so that way I don't have so much to edit. Especially like for this week, I wouldn't say I'm behind on work, but I had a really chaotic week and I couldn't really like start doing the things that I wanted to do on time. If there's more time later, I'll explain like what has been happening this week. Oh, I'm using my favorite Hello Kitty jelly stickers, of course. I feel like I need to call them something else. Aren't they like resin? But I usually use like Hello Kitty or Mimi, but this time I used Fifi. I love Fifi, and I also used Thomas. I thought that they looked really good. And then I was just taking a peek at my last reading journal spread because I wanted to see which stickers I'd used from this Hello Kitty sticker sheet. If that's even a sticker sheet, I honestly don't know if it is. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't using the same exact thing. So I went with this apple. I feel like that blue ties in perfectly with the rest of the spread. That was such a weird area right there. Like it was like oddly bare and I didn't know what I was going to put there. Okay, Dr. Seuss. I'm just going around and adding some of those little diamonds that I use all the time, and my favorite heart gem, and some silver star stickers. Whoa, silver star stickers. That's an alliteration for sure. I guess while I'm doing the writing portion of this, I can very quickly tell you what happened this week. So on Monday, well, actually, it's not even this week. By the time you're watching this, it will be like almost 2 weeks. On the 1st of April, I was at the library with my mom and the car broke down. And it's not the first time it's happened and we've just been like randomly stranded somewhere, but I was like, no, like we're getting the car home. And that has thrown my entire week into such chaos. I really can't even describe it. Unfortunately, I live in kind of a rural area. Like, I would say I live in the exurbs, like not even the suburbs, the exurbs. And unfortunately, you need a car to get around everywhere. But anyway, that's what's been going on. And this spread is now finished. It turned out super duper cute. The next spread is for my reading journal. Again, it's for the Pet Detective Agency, which is another BL manga I read. I really wanted the background of the spread to be kind of like patchwork style, if that makes sense. I had kind of tested this like patchwork style out before, and I really liked the results, so I thought I would try to do it again. I'm not sure if I like it as much. I'm not showing you what the other spread looks like, so you kind of have nothing to compare it to, but in my head, I'm comparing it to the other one I made, and I feel like I don't like this one as much. Also, I love finding Sanrio characters I've never heard of before. Who are Cherine? Is that how you pronounce it? I love them so much. They're so cute. Their names are kind of close to mine. Not really, because Sheree is not anything like Cherry, but like I've been called a lot of things similar to like Sherry or Cherry like that in my lifetime. So also, I need to pause right here because this little memo note that I'm using is from someone on Twitter. So instead of pinning it to Pinterest how I normally would, I'll have the tweet linked below because they have an entire Google Drive folder full of really cute memo notes. Like, I think I've saved, no joke, every single one of them. Maybe not, but most of them. So I'll definitely be using them more in the future. I would recommend to check out that tweet because, again, there's a whole entire Google Drive folder. I want to say it was like probably 15 different memo notes, and they're all really cute. So anyway, back to the spread. I decided to make 2 different versions of this because I just wasn't sure if I liked how it turned out. So I was going back and forth comparing them, and I ended up choosing the one that I made second. It left like a really weird gap of white space, but I kind of like the layering in it better. This manga is about these 2 guys who have a detective agency, and they're supposed to be hunting like missing people and stuff, like actual proper cases, but people keep coming to them with like missing pets. And so the guy with the pink hair, he's like a pet magnet. Pets love to come to him. Animals love to come to him. So that's how they end up kind of roped into finding missing pets. It's super duper funny, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to read the author's Omegaverse work like, I don't know, this week maybe. I really enjoyed their art style and just like all the hand-drawn backgrounds and stuff. I'm not one of those people who feels like everything has to be drawn from hand. Like, obviously I read a lot of web comics, like webtoons, and a lot of them use kind of, you know, like the pre-made like 3D backgrounds, and I don't mind it at all because that's a lot of work. So when I do like read anything that has hand-drawn backgrounds and stuff, I'm just like that much more impressed because I can imagine how much time that took. And I just really appreciate their hard work so much. I just love art. Oh, I'm also using another thing that I found on Twitter. Again, I will link the tweet. I just feel weird about pinning people's art because I never know, like some artists truly do not want their work reposted anywhere else, and some of them might not mind, but some of them might not mind, but they just don't have it in their bio not to repost anything. So anyway, I'll just link the tweet. That artist has a lot of really cute, like tiny drawings of animals and stuff. So I've saved more of them. So I'll probably use them, probably even more in this video. And I just uploaded the art into Sketchbook and then erased all of the different animals that I didn't think I would use. Like, I think on this one, it was kind of more like ocean themed. So there were otters and stuff, but I just didn't think I would use them. So instead of removing the background like normal, I just erased everything that I didn't think I would use. In the story, they have a cat, a fish, and a bird in their apartment. So I decided I definitely had to use the fish, and I also used a turtle and then a cute little cat wearing headphones. There wasn't a lot of space to write in this spread, which is kind of a drawback, but in general, I still really love how it turned out. I think it's really pretty, and I ended up really loving this color combo. The next spread is probably my favorite one in the whole entire video. It's actually my favorite spread I've made in a while. It's for a BL manga I read called Indu's Observation Diary. I hope that's how you pronounce it, Indu. I've been reading so many mangas lately this year. I don't know why that's so opposite of me. Usually I'm always reading manhwas, Korean comics, just in case anyone doesn't know. I'm usually always reading webcomics. I don't know why, I just like haven't been in the mood lately. I think it's because my TBR list is so unorganized. Anyway, as you saw, I changed the color of that notebook page to be green, and then I used kind of a blue and green plaid background. And then I layered that dark green starry wallpaper on top of that. And then I added the screenshots from the story that I wanted to use. And then I decided to make like a little border, a little black border around the screenshot on the right side. I don't know why, it just looks sort of bare without a border like that. I don't really know why, because I don't typically do that. The characters in the story, I wouldn't really say the story is like music themed or anything like that, but the characters in the story both kind of like the same music. And I wanted to add just like a regular CD, but then I found this Hello Kitty game CD, and this color of yellow spoke to me. It's like a marigold yellow. So pretty much all of my choices for this spread were informed by that yellow CD. And that's why like sometimes it'll take me so long to make a spread because I can't find the exact items that I want to use for it, like that I feel like will go well with the color palette. But finally, after I don't know how long of scrolling through Pinterest, I saw this memo sheet of the mice that are Hello Kitty's friends. Well, one is a mouse, one is a squirrel. Let me be very clear. One is a mouse and one is a squirrel. They also have cute names, but I don't remember them. I actually used a bunch of new stuff in this spread now that I'm thinking about it, but all of this will be in my Pinterest board, of course. Actually, the reason I started organizing my stuff on Canva is because I wanted to start thinking about like, how was I going to organize my Pinterest board? Because I will be doing that. So kind of trying to organize everything on Canva was just like a little homework exercise, a little pre-organizing. I did find, or I should say I did see some more Hee Hee Club stickers. I don't mind pinning stuff like this to Pinterest because I just feel like it's an infographic, you know? Like Hee Hee Club is showing what they have for sale, right? The only thing is, I feel like this image is really low quality, and then especially if you remove the background from it, it's even lower quality. So I decided that I would just save this, and whenever I wanted to use something from these sticker sheets, I found a few different ones. Again, I will pin them all to my journaling board. I found a few different ones, and so what I'm doing is I'm just keeping a file open in Sketchbook with all of them saved there, and then whenever I see something that I want to use, I just take the lasso tool and I'll draw around it and then click copy, and then I'll just paste it to a new layer and kind of clean up around it, like if I want to get rid of all the white space around it, or I guess if I wanted to add more, like I could draw on more. If I wanted to add like a border, that could be cute too. And then I just save it like that. That's the best method I have, because again, I just feel like when I tried to remove the background from it on remove.bg, it just, I don't know, it was too small, you know? It was just like too small, I think, and that made the quality so bad. And I feel like even though it's a little bit of extra work, I don't really mind it. And also, like, obviously, once I use them once, I can just keep them uploaded on Canva, so I could use them a million more times if I wanted to. So the work pays off in the end. I really need to start reading the sequel to this manga, actually. Again, I don't know what's with me lately. I have not been in a reading mood recently, or like not even that I haven't been in the mood to read, but just like, I don't know. I guess I feel like I've been working on my YouTube channel a lot more than I realized, and I don't know what I do with all of my free time. Like, but it'll be the end of the night and it's like 1:30 and I'm like, oh, I need to go to bed. I need to set aside more time to read for sure. I haven't even been listening to any audiobooks. Like, I have audiobooks from the library right now and I haven't even been listening to any of them. I also really like that this series is so old. I feel like after I watched Classmates last month, which is adapted from an older manga, it just really made me think about, like, there are probably some gems that I'm missing because they're just so old. Like, I think this came out in 2010 and I just was not reading BL mangas at that age, or any mangas actually. I did not grow up reading mangas. I just, like, that was not my thing growing up. Anime was not my thing growing up. I think the only mangas I owned growing up were those cinemanga ones, you know what I mean, from Tokyo Pop. They were like, I think I had the Totally Spies ones. They had so many different ones. Like, they had That's a Raven ones. But anyway, I just love the way this series, I don't know how, I guess how it like feels. I really love atmospheric stories. And even though this one's kind of like hard to follow at times, just because of how the panels are drawn and stuff, it just gives me that vibe I want, that atmosphere. So that's why I really want to continue on reading it. I didn't leave myself a lot of room to write in this spread. Honestly, most of these spreads, because I would just like, I was making them like a week at least after I'd read everything. And I don't know, the more time passes, the like less I have to say about something, I guess. But I still really love, like I said, I love how this spread turned out. It's my favorite, not only for this video, but just like in general. This is one of my favorite spreads I've ever made. So I'm going around with finishing touches, and this spread is finished. The last spread for this video is for my archive journal, and honestly, it's going to take me about 2 seconds to make. I'm probably not even going to speed up the screen recording because it literally took me no time at all. I'm using this Sugar Bunnies page. It kind of looks like a little activity book for kids or something like that. I thought that the empty plate would be really good to write the date in. And then on the other side of the spread, I'm using this mignon. I think that's how you pronounce that, the little seals. I'm using, I don't know what this is actually. It's kind of like a wallpaper, I guess. This spread is actually to archive the fact that I watched, or I guess I should say rewatched, Mignon, which is a BL series, an animated series. I absolutely love the creator of Mignon. I was one of those people who had been waiting for Mignon like on the edge of my seat for however long it took, a year, 2 years, I don't even remember, 3 years. I don't even remember how long it was. So I'm just taking these ID cards that I found. I swear there are more of these. I swear I've seen like a grouping of 4, but these are just the 2 that I could find. And I also searched through pictures from Mignon for a long time because I wanted to find something that looked like it kind of could be an ID photo. And I think these turned out so cute. I absolutely love them. The ID cards say something about like name and then group. I assume these are supposed to be for like K-pop idols, right? So as I was trying to like adjust them on the spread, I was kind of trying to just like cover the places where you write in the information anyway. I guess I'll speed up the process of me doing the date, of me adding the date, because that's just like kind of tedious. Also, a little behind the scenes thing, because my week has been thrown into chaos, normally I would not be recording this voiceover until I was finished completely editing the videos, but I have not edited this part yet, so I don't know what it looks like. I'm just hoping that as I'm recording this that everything will line up perfectly, and if not, I'll have to edit it to fit whatever I have recorded. This was the only like free time I had, the only free quiet time that I had. I cannot tell y'all how many weeks that I don't post videos that a video will be completely finished, but I just haven't done like the voiceover for it because I don't have any quiet time. I don't live alone. So I can only really record when my mom is not here, and she's pretty much always here. The only time she's usually not here is on Sundays when she goes to church. And like sometimes she'll tell me that like the old ladies there will be like, oh, like why doesn't Sheree come with you? I feel like I've never said my name before on this channel, and now I have said it not once but twice in this video. Have I not? Have I not said Sheree twice? Now 3 times? But anyway, oh, I just heard my fridge turn on again. I'm telling you, it is always in the background of these recordings, always. But anyway, it's because I'm living my Hannah Montana secret double life and I have this YouTube channel. Also, I've been loving all of these Sugar Bunny stuff I've been seeing on Pinterest. Maybe I've been seeing it and like it didn't really register with me, but I really love the color palette. I kind of want to know all their names. So in the future, I'll definitely be looking for more Sugar Bunny stuff to use. So anyway, I was just writing about how Mignon is probably the best thing to have ever happened in this century. I feel like if you're into BL stories at all, you've probably already seen this. If you haven't, definitely do not watch episode 12 around anyone. Watch it at 1 o'clock in the morning, headphones on, like, yeah. So anyway, this spread is finished. It turned out so cute too. Everything turned out really nicely this week, right? I love everything. Before I go, as you can tell, this video is not yet over. I have a little announcement to make. Actually, I have 2 announcements to make. The first one is that I made a brand new Pinterest board that has all of my spreads on it. I will be updating it from now on. And in addition to having a little archive on Pinterest, are you ready for my second announcement? Are you ready? I made an Instagram, finally. A Sheree's Diary Instagram, finally. I've been wanting to make one for my channel for a really long time, but honestly, I don't really like Instagram that much. I knew that I really wanted to make one because I wanted to have a place where people could go and see all of my spreads archived, again, very similar to Pinterest. And like I said, I will be updating these from now on whenever I make some new spreads. Also, it's not really an announcement the way the other 2 were an announcement, but I did also upload all of my spreads on Twitter. I made some threads of them, so I'll update those as well. I'll probably wait until I have enough spreads to update it all at once. So, you know, like obviously on Twitter, you can post 4 pictures. I feel like it just makes like a nice little grid, right? So I'll probably wait a little bit longer when updating those. But yes, you now have several places that you can go see my spreads in case you want to ever go look back at any of them without having to scroll through my videos, because I also wouldn't want to scroll through my videos. Is there anything else I needed to tell y'all? I'm not sure there's much else I can think of. Again, I'm recording this in the future, or no, I'm recording this in the past, so I don't know what else is going to happen this week. Oh, but I am excited for Plav's fan concert. I'm not going to watch it, but I'm sure I'm going to see clips from it. I'm excited to see that. I've also been reading some more. I've read 2 volumes of a shoujo series that I really liked. And also I finished a manhwa. I'm not even sure if I'll make a spread about it. I'm always wondering, like, when I don't like something, you know, it's like, should I make a spread about it? It's not that it would be a waste of my time. I just like don't know if it would really reflect, you know, like what my reading, I don't know. I guess I want my reading journal to be like what was a standout for me, like something that I really liked, or like if I really took something away from the book. Honestly, at the end of the year, maybe I'll have to like make like a spread where I put all of the different covers for everything I've read throughout the year into like a spread. I guess I have 8 months to decide that though. And with that said, that is the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it all the way to the end like this. And also thank you for 400 subscribers, over 400 subscribers. It really does mean the world to me. I'm so happy that there's a little community here. I really love running this channel. It's just so much fun for me. If you have any questions, let me know. But other than that, I will see you in the next one. Bye everyone.